Hi, I got this new toy the other day off the internet, and I gotta tell you, I'll be the first to tell you, it's one of the most amazing and funnest toys that I've ever played with. I just got it yesterday. Now, unfortunately, like most anything else that you get nowadays, it's not really all that well constructed. And after a few crashes, of course, a piece of the framework broke. I've repaired it temporarily with a drop of super glue, which seems to be holding it for now. But when I did that, I noticed why I think it broke, and it's basically because there's a little bit of an error in the design of this cage structure. If you look closely here, there's no support for these splines around there. That's very flimsy, very small, lightweight uh, uh, carbon material. It's just plastic, really. Anyway, what I've decided to do is I'm going to make a little bit of a modification to this and see if maybe I can make it stronger so that these splines don't break. I've only had it one day, flew it maybe 5 times, and already one of the splines broke. So I'm going to see what I can do to prevent that from happening again. Now, this is all very delicate, very tiny, very delicate, and I don't want to mess with too much of it if I don't have to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove these screws from the bottom here. If I can. What's wrong with my screwdriver? It's not getting a bite on that screw. There it goes. There. Okay, we'll get that screw out of there. And I don't want to lose it. Very, very tiny screws. And with my eyes as bad as they are, I'm surprised I'm even attempting this, sir, without getting my new glasses first. But I won't be getting my glasses for a couple of weeks, so I need this like right now. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to take a magnet and get both of those screws attached to that magnet. Now I know they ain't going to go nowhere. Alright, so now all I've done there is just disconnected the helicopter itself from the framework. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little garden hose washer and put it between there. Put it right between those two. And then put it back together. Hopefully the screws will be long enough to attach back in there. I think they will be. Line up the holes correctly there. The frame is kind of trying to hold itself a little twisted there. Now, this is the tough part. Get these little tiny screws back in there. I mean, look how tiny. I don't think you can even see it, but I'll hold it up there. It's just, that's a little tiny screw. Alright. Very gently put that back in place there. If I can get my screwdriver away from the magnet. Is it even going in? Yes. Yes, it's got it. As a matter of fact, I need to back off just a hair. Hey, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. So far, for what I'm doing anyway, it seems to be working. And that little washer hardly weighs anything, so I doubt very much that it's going to have any effect really on the machine's ability to fly. Am I going in there? No. Why isn't that one going in? Let me see. It's not finding the hole, apparently. Oh, I see. I got turned a little bit there. To loosen that one. There. Now the magnet on the screwdriver wants to hold the freaking screw. This is very delicate work. It's not finding the hole yet. What's wrong with this one? Or is it? Did it? Maybe it did. Oh yeah, it did. Okay. So that's that. So you can see what I've done there is I've just put that little washer in between the little helicopter itself and the framework. And now what I'm going to do is go around and put a little spot of super glue on each one of those splines to glue, to physically attach them to that rubber garment. And I'm thinking that's going to give it just enough more support so that these splines won't continue breaking on me, because that's where it broke. Or that, if I take this so you can see, but this is where it broke, right there, that spline. So I super glued it, but I'm going to reinforce it with one of them. Now I'll take my super glue, which I already know bonds to both the plastic and the rubber, and I'll go around and put a drop on each and let that dry. And hopefully that will be all that's necessary to fix the problem of the cage breaking on me.